So working the night shift definitely brings its own sort of challenges when it comes to getting enough sleep, the adequate amount of sleep. My body's kind of internal clock is kind of tuned to be awake during the day and sleep at night. So when I work the night shift, it's kind of hard for my body to kind of readjust itself back to being up at night and going to sleep during the day, especially because I only work 3 days out the week. Um, so just trying to balance getting all my stuff done and making sure that I have that right amount of sleep. That 8 hours sometimes can be very tricky. Um, the quality of sleep sometimes isn't always the best because I tend to wake up at night when I'm trying to like jump back to my regular schedule. Um, I have definitely noticed that my shift like sometimes impacts my mood and my energy. Um, it's tied probably tied to how my body is trying to adapt to my sleep schedule. Sometimes I can experience certain sleep issues. Sometimes I can have a slight case of insomnia, and sometimes I can kind of feel like it affects my overall health because when I'm trying to stay awake or when I'm trying to um, go to sleep, I always struggle. So it's going to be like a constant struggle of trying to find that right balance and keeping up with my schedule, especially because I don't work set days. Sometimes I work different days throughout the week. So, um, yeah, I think having the appropriate amount of sleep definitely not in my caliber at times. Sometimes I only have about 4 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep if I'm lucky. It's simply because sometimes I get off of work at like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. I don't wake up until like maybe 1. That's only about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And I can't sleep past that. I can say that on my days off, I am having a lot better time sleeping at night. So I can, kind of manage that a little bit better. Um, I wouldn't say it has a big impact on my energy and my mood, but I would say that it does definitely have an effect. Um, but I would never give up working night shift ever, ever, ever because I'm a night person. So I couldn't see myself waking up at 7 a.m. going to work every morning and trying to, that is not my type of vibe. I love the night shift and what it has to offer, but also it has its challenges because you're not going to really ever get your adequate amount of sleep. And I've always been told that people who work graveyard shifts have a shorter life expectancy than people who work just like regular hours. And I think it's because of that constant struggle of trying to make sure that you're awake and doing things during the day, but also being awake at night. You're not getting enough sleep, and that can definitely affect just your mental health, your overall health, and all that stuff. So